They came by plane. They came by train. By boat. And of course, automobiles. All with the hopes of fame and immortality by conquering the 2024 Epic Drive Dash to the Door. The weekend started out more relaxed with a social gathering of all the competitors on the night before. Seeing old friends and discussing the challenges of this year's rally and its theme of art and architecture. The next morning, the brave participants all gathered at the beautiful DeKoven Center for the team briefing. Then, one by one, they each set off to try and vanquish the course that lay ahead of them. This year's Dash to the Door Rally Marathon covered 7 counties as it hugged the Lake Michigan shoreline from Racine to Door County, Wisconsin. But there were daunting challenges that laid in wait. Besides the traffic of all the daily drivers, unaware of the monumental event happening around them, there were mind-bending questions for the challengers to try and answer along the way. All while trying to follow a course of diabolical twists and turns. Thankfully, a stress ball was included in the swag bags for the navigators to use while being tormented by their drivers. Those who felt they were doing well could take advantage of the lunch break at the wonderful Kurtz's Pub and Deli halfway on their journey. Others opted to press on, passing on the lunch stop to make up time they thought they may have lost along the way. But the challenges kept coming. The course was relentless in punishing the participants that way. Where am I turning?
Turn left on Cottage Road. Some of the roads were just too much fun not to do again. There were distractions posed by the beautiful Lake Michigan shoreline, and in keeping with the rally's theme, all the amazing architecture all along the way.
Finally, the end was in sight as the teams eventually entered Door County. Upon reaching the finish line in Ephraim at the Pine Grove Resort, the exhausted team spent the rest of the day recuperating, licking their wounds, mending relationships that may have been strained along the way, and gathering to swap stories of the day's adventures. Saturday morning greeted everyone with a chance to explore all of the art galleries, gift shops, and everything else Door County had to offer. At least until that Saturday night, when the combatants all gathered for dinner at the delightful English Inn to celebrate and congratulate each other on their achievements. Then it was back to the Pine Grove Resort to hand out all the awards. And the class winners were: in sports car, Vicky and Bob in the Axis Garage Team Porsche. In grand touring, it was Vicky and Steve in the Ghost of Grumpy's Toy Camaro disguised as a BMW. And in Grand Salon, it was Sarah and Mike in the Bererscheid Schlitten BMW M5. The winners of the annual Tenuda's Champagne Challenge this year were Lisa and Tim for the Perseverance Award, Vicky and Steve as the Rally Rookies of the Year, Sandy and Jim for the Caboose Award, and Kevin and Al for the highest bug kill count. Winners of the Stoner Car Care Products gift cards were Mary and Don, Sandy and Jim, and Shirley and Ross. Thanks goes out to Jillian, David, and Gracie for providing participant support, which thankfully no one had to take advantage of throughout this grueling event. Sadly, one of the Grand Saloon class favorites were done before they even started, as the Team Benadryl Sport Stinger, with Speedway specialist and driver Brett and fashion mogul and navigator Kaylee, had to withdraw their entry with reported transporter issues. But all in all, it proved again to be another epic drive. A huge thanks to Brian and Anthony at Supersports for being this year's title sponsors, the place to go for silk screening, trophies, and your sporting needs. Thanks to Cassidy at Buck Wholesale for the fantastic hats that all the ladies loved. Thanks to Sam and Pete at Stoner Car Care Products for the drawing prizes they sponsored. And thanks too to all our friends at Bumper to Bumper, Haggerty, and Quick Trip for the fabulous swag bag goodies that everyone enjoyed. Thanks also to Tenuda's and Chris for again sponsoring the Champagne Challenge. Thanks too to Lynn, Jennifer, and Nicole at the DeKoven Center for hosting the start of the rally. Brenda and Emma at Kirch's Pub and Deli for allowing us to invade them for lunch. For Randy in the English Inn for accommodating us all for dinner. And to Rita and the staff at the Pine Grove Resort for putting up with us all weekend. Thanks too for Sawyer and Office Max for once again covering all of our epic drive printing needs. A special shout out to Fiona and the Classic Tin Toy Company for their help with some of the rally questions. And to Corky and Bill for the alternate Door County tours. We can't wait until next year.